The following program is rated MA for mature audience only. This program is specifically designed to be viewed by adults only and therefore may be unsuitable for children under 17. This program may contain one or more of the following: crude indecent language, explicit sexual activity, graphic violence, or may contain intense sexual situations not suitable for younger audience. Parental guidance is suggested.
Hi, welcome to episode XY 101. I was trying to play like a bitch real quick for a second, but you fucked it up. So, welcome to an episode of XY 101. Get your black ass in here. What's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with me? Go sit down.
Go sit down.
Damn, he's back in class.
Still black ass down.
You know, it's always one, right?
It's always one, you know what I'm saying?
We start at a certain time. He want to be downstairs.
No. I leave, right? I see this nigga. He's like, yo. I'm like, yo. He's like, I think we're going inside in like 5 minutes. I'm like, I have a clip on me. He's like, hold up. I'm going inside real quick. I'm like, okay.
No, I said I'm going inside. I ain't say
real
quick.
I
I'm
go
going
outside. I smoke my clip. I text this nigga, yo.
You text me?
Yes. I text this nigga, yo, nothing.
And not,
so I see the shit, it says tap to speak. So I'm like, Calvin, you really gonna do me like that?
Oh,
then I text the group chat. I'm like, so y'all really gonna do me like that? Calvin, word.
and if anybody got that.
Crazy? I'm downstairs waiting for this answer, right? I'm downstairs. I see this nigga go live. I'm like, I know this
thing about
I know the show ain't starting, this motherfucker.
The thing about it is, I kind of like warned you when I said get your black ass in here. So if you were able to see yourself
on the live, nigga,
it was some
after I was outside for like over 10 minutes, nigga.
It was some kind of like weird.
Yo, why is it sounding like my nieces and stuff? Damn. When she went, he said, whoa. And then when he went, I was like, whoa.
Because he
and
had
then
one over there and did this. He did it. He did it.
No, but it was like, then, I was like, what? Do you finish a sentence or it's just symbols in sentence?
So, welcome to an episode of X101. My name is Calvin.
What up, Calvin?
And what's good? Why you do that? Because he's Southern?
I don't know.
Okay. Nah. Anyway. My name is Calvin. With us we have.
I got my mic on this time.
I don't give a fuck. Not you, him. You talking about he having his mic on.
All the shins are getting kicked.
Remain. We introduced first.
That's a good answer.
Like I did it right this time. I had my mic on. I was ready to.
You're ready.
My name. Like
you had whole sentence ready.
I fucked up on all the other episode. I came late. The other one I sold. I was ready now. You couldn't, like, really, bro?
You just
what you don't realize is I came late too.
Damn.
No, but the funny part, he was late and still in the area.
Yeah, like the next episode.
Yeah, yo.
My name.
And that's why we got to start, because I was here in the fucking area, so I did a lot worse than you.
So, Mode Sakas, who else is on the cast?
That's what I want to know.
So, motherfucker.
That's your Nigerian?
Who else we have with us?
I am not from Nigeria.
Namibia.
I am from Ghana.
Don, take the D train. Ride the D train.
Everything the D train.
Hit the horns. Hit the horns.
Actually, in this case,
It's me and Theo Wang. Theo Wang here for you.
And you are
Theo Wang.
Wilson.
Theo Wang.
Yeah, Theo Wang.
In my country, we have a lot of Theo Wang.
Yeah,
See?
I know. I go here. I go like a this and that. He say press the horn, but I don't got my horn, so I press this one. I don't got the tu.
Certain shit that
What about Calvin? You didn't introduce Calvin.
I did.
And did you introduce yourself, Kyle?
I did. Didn't I say Calvin this time?
he said his name like 4 times.
This time
I know, but I just like messing with him when he's high.
I did. I actually said it this time.
Like 4 times.
Yeah. Motherfuckers.
He was like, this is Calvin. I'm Calvin. The one that's talking is Calvin. That's me, Calvin.
Pretty much.
I'm Remain. I actually got my mic on this time.
This is Lettuce.
And Len Lettuce.
Your new name is Lettuce from now on.
Oh.
You know what? I'll give you that one because even I wasn't in on that, okay?
So I finally got my fucking corny joke again.
There you go. Ba-dum-bump.
Gun said titties how many times today?
No, did he say titty today?
Yes.
I didn't even hear. It's so natural.
When he was talking about his bick, he was talking about some titties.
Titties.
Yeah. But it's so natural that this whole month I really didn't know if he said it. Because he just naturally say it. It's like,
no,
like the F word.
He
You a
sneaks it
titty
in there.
man, Calvin?
Mind your fucking business, young.
This nigga.
Okay.
He said
Are you a
youngling.
titty man, Calvin?
He said youngling. Mind your business.
Mind your business, youngster.
Just because you're younger than me, older than me, I should say.
Yo, what's
doesn't mean
wrong
I'm
with
a
you, boy?
youngster.
What's wrong with you,
Boy.
Huh?
All right, go, you cylinder.
You see that door right there?
You shut your
See
goddamn
that
mouth,
door right
boy.
there?
And,
Take that right there.
see, and I was
Going
going,
nowhere, goddamn.
and I was going to
Before I
give him
told you last episode, do something.
see,
Your,
and I
What
was
else is playing?
listen. I was thinking about ordering some chicklins and chicken wings. So now we're not going to order no chicklins. So let's go.
Did you say your name?
Boy, didn't I tell you my name is Huang?
That's
Theo
Charles.
Wang. Theo Wang.
Charles.
I am from Puerto Rico, 149 Bronx. That's Puerto Rico.
We're trying.
What a wow.
Today we're going to talk about historical inaccuracies. I can't even get the fucking word out already.
Historical inaccuracies.
Historical inaccuracies and what caused them.
That's everything that a man wrote.
Historical in
Anything that went from
inaccuracy.
Yeah.
Inaccuracy.
inaccuracy. Anything that a man wrote, that another man rewrote, that another man rewrote.
Okay.
Because they always leave
So-
something out or put something in.
The first question is do any of you feel history is a waste of time?
History?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
The class or the knowledge?
Yeah, I did that first. I did right. It's history class. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
Don, you bugging the fuck
Yeah.
out.
History
This
class.
is one
history
time
class
I'm
was
gonna
a waste
tell
of
you-
fucking time, bro.
I'm going to tell you bugging the fuck out.
No. Let me explain.
Not bugging
No,
the
What
fuck
they
out, but-
teach.
Let me explain. Why history class was a waste of time is that the history that we have been taught in school a lot of the time isn't always the actual history of what happened. And the thing about it, we find out years later as we get older that it's a misconception. So is the class wrong? I mean, is the idea of history class good? Yes. Is the actual history class what we've been getting good? No.
Which,
And that's why it's a waste of time.
which is why we get to historical inaccuracy.
We can
History
learn
class?
more actual, and when I say actual, I mean not just out of this general textbook, but just more from even people's accounts that were there, for more first base written data, whatever, just by Googling than actually taking that actual
Bro,
course.
simple as this. History class is a waste of time because I don't care about listening how the Zhao Dynasty thought they had a divine right to go fight these other niggas, bro. I don't care. What does that have to, how's that going to benefit me, right? I
Because
want an
history
education-
repeats itself.
I want an education that's benefiting me. I'm not
No,
trying
but
to-
he's right.
But he is
History
right, but it's just
repeats
like,
itself.
You learn about it. These niggas went to school, so it's just like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna teach history, right? Teach it in a way where it's like, if you're gonna say history repeats itself, teach it in a way where it's like, bro, this happened, let's blah 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 blah.
Well,
blah.
But that's
You know
how they
what?
teach
But
it.
no, you're not understanding. The way
I have
they
a
teach
question.
it, they just drop. When they teach, they don't like. Okay, here's my thing, right? Like the public system, when they teach, they just like drop facts on you.
So
It's
wait,
not
wait,
like
hold
that.
up.
It's not like
But that's
they're
not-
teaching you and it's it's a way and like evolve. It's just like a education drops.
You know what? I just thought about something then.
So
So,
it's just like, if
can
you're gonna teach
history
history-
really be taught?
Yes.
Yeah. See,
Not
I-
learned.
I
Or not
disagree.
even learn. I don't know what the word is, but does it have to be taught?
Yes.
Okay.
see, me for history class, it was perfect because I had a history teacher that didn't teach you the book. He actually came with costumes, and we actually had to play the part so we could understand it. Because, it's like a movie.
You see what I'm
It's
saying?
like why
So-
the movie Model UN.
Right.
It's more like
He
a-
explained the history as it goes, and
It's
then
like
he lets
a
you
guide
decide.
almost. When you look at
what
when
I
you
think
think
always,
it guys in the right direction as to like to find whatever it is you see to make it make more sense. 'Cause
Right, right.
You know what
You
I'm
gotta,
saying?
you
So-
gotta play it for the.
You know what I
You
feel
gotta
like?
play it.
seek out.
You know what I feel like? Okay, so I feel like there are different type of classes. Like, okay, for example, math. Math is like the thing that like
Did I get a
drop
debug?
facts on you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because math is just like it's numbers straightforward. I feel like history is more of a reflective type of class.
Yeah.
Like by
Like
definition.
when you
Right.
learn history, it's not supposed to be like facts. It's supposed to be more of a reflective type of
Well,
class.
not only that, it's like
niggas have regions for that shit. They be asking me questions I don't care about. Like what the
like Will said, it's depending on the class of the actual history class is not that great. The concept of history, yes. So if they would teach you history to the people now, like let's say teaching history to the hood, maybe you could have done it a little bit more of street. Instead of saying Christopher Columbus, it's, Jim Bug or something. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Where it more,
No,
you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna front.
You will learn more.
I'm not gonna front. I'm gonna stop you right there. It's 2021. Stop that Christopher Columbus bullshit. Like, stop teaching.
No, I'm just saying.
The kids coming up like we don't.
First and foremost.
If you're gonna teach it, stop teaching it the way you teach it. Like, stop that bullshit, bro.
No,
if
they
it's
teach it
2021,
correctly.
Let's be real, bro. Tell these niggas how it really is.
Okay,
please,
so
please burn all the books I got right now, bro. Let's keep it real, bro.
And let me
Y'all
explain
making
to you.
it
No,
sound
don't.
like this.
No. Let's
They
not talk about
actually-
2021.
Oh my God, kids, let's do Thanksgiving posters. Do y'all really know what Thanksgiving
No,
is? Come on,
they
bro.
actually taught you the way it really is, but a lot of people never paid attention to what they really were saying.
That's not even it. Look, in 2021, the reason why there's a perception of Christopher Columbus that there is that even when I was in school, and I'm talking, 2003, 2004, which is but so long ago if you really think about it.
Old ass nigga.
Younger than you. But though they were teaching us about the fact that, people talk about Christopher Columbus being the first guy to settle in the Americas, but he wasn't, right? They mentioned how the Vikings got to Canada first,
right?
First, right? But even on that note, during his trails, how he went to one of these islands and most of his team was wiped out by the natives there because they saw what he did on another island. And they talk about the truth and the darkness of Columbus. And I remember one of my assignments even being trying to find out, is there anything in what details we know we can figure out what could have happened? Try and write a story about what happened on Columbus's journey that his crew got killed, right? When this kind of thing is being taught in the early 2000s, the late 90s.
Yeah.
More people are now looking into this. This is why in 2021 it's not supposed to be Christopher Columbus Day anymore, right? And why there's talk about why he was a pirate at some point, why there's so much mystery into his entire background. We only know really much about him from when he took over these damn ships because he was an unknown orphan. But this didn't start in 2021. This is the history being taught since 2000. So you're the one slow on this shit.
No, when I was in school, my teacher said my history teacher played the part. So we played the part of going to a land and saying we discovered. Since I was in junior high, so I was 15, I already figured, wait a minute, how you discover something that someone already is? Yeah. Because the teachers could not tell you straight out because the Education Board of Education told him not to say these things. So the teacher would tell you.
Back when I was
but listen.
I'm not dumb. I obviously know, you stole this shit. What the hell?
Yeah, no, but a lot of you just said 2021. A lot of people thinking about it.
The books,
right.
When you go to the school and you read the books, you read how they tell a story, or the regions and the questions and shit. They never the bad history. They never really portrayed.
They actually did.
I'm telling you, they don't.
Why you think they said read between the lines?
Actually, no.
So no.
Right?
Wait, let's all talk. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Educationally,
let Don talk because I'll answer your thing in a second.
Okay,
I come
go.
from a much. I'm older, a lot older than all of you guys.
Mike, no, the top is kind of loose. If I hear it. Yeah, that part. Is it tight? It's nice and tight?
What y'all talking about, my nigga?
No, because when you're shaking like this.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right. So I come from.
I'm fucking around.
Long time ago. I was 10 years old in 1969, right? So I learned all that grammar school history. So that version of history was different from the version that I learned in high school.
Right.
And that's different from the version that I learned in college. So as I got up the chain of education, they introduced more of these ideas, like America as a multicultural place versus, just white centrist, right? Colonial, settled by Europeans. It's much more. So the education that I got was much more than that.
Yes,
but introducing things like, the Native Americans that existed here before and their cultures and the different tribes and the different regions that they were in. So I think maybe that was just because I lived in a time when it went from that strict one version. It started becoming more, multicultural
and open-minded, I guess.
You're right. Because so even what you're talking about with the regions, right? They don't ask questions in the way that are supposed to be thought-provoking. The regions are literally a testament to make sure that they taught you certain facts. So the questions about Columbus are going to be like, in what year did he sail the three ships, right? The questions are going to be like, where did he land? It's not going to be like, did Christopher Columbus bring apples and fruits to the people of each island? No, that's not the questions. That's the narrative history.
Over the years, the questions do get harder. And what Martin was trying to say is like if you're gonna teach history coming on, right? Just cut the bullshit out, like straight ahead. Like, you see what I'm trying to say? Like if you're gonna,
it's too hard to.
It's too hard to talk about the semantics when trying to make sure you base down the facts.
Right. Facts is facts. That's what makes the history.
Right, so you're
like
only
if someone gets beat up in the street, you just don't say he got beat up in the street. You try to bring up, but remember last week he was talking, and then you bring it all the way up to when he got beat up in the street.
There has to be a historical aspect.
Right.
No, but
you know what I'm saying?
What this is.
Think about it. Most early learning isn't to teach people, critical thinking. It's to teach them the basic education they need for a foundation to now start making thought-provoking ideas.
For themselves.
So when you're learning in elementary school, you need to learn the basics, the basic facts.
Yeah.
By the time you get to middle school and you get to high school, you're definitely supposed to be now trying to apply the things that you're learning. And by college, they're teaching you how to put these thoughts, ideas, and whatever together for a profession. That's the theory behind the way the education system works.
Why do you think they got historical classes? So you can get deeper into...
Right, like how many times have you done American history, right? and right. But
Jesus.
the history doesn't change, but the parts about it that they talk about change. Because more parts, as you get older, they talk about the more controversial moments throughout the history. Because now you've established the facts to talk about the issues.
Yeah, and plus I think it's more of...
You got to think with Black history. That's why I'm laughing.
I think there is more of a age and mind thing.
History be
I know.
That's something else.
I know. Oh, tell me what going.
Yeah, I think it's a age thing.
You say you're gonna give a Listerine shirt to.
Oh yeah, he didn't hear that one.
No, he wasn't there. He wasn't here.
He wasn't here for that.
He just went and took a gum.
No, but didn't I tell you if you just put it there,
somebody's gonna take that shit.
they'll take it.
Yo,
so you don't have to tell them they got bad breath. They'll be like,
hey, yo, I left my gum
he
right
just had
there.
lunch, so he's saying it. All right, he's saying it.
Damn cow.
I told you, I'm the nigga that's gonna tell you your breath smell like shit. We already established that. I didn't say your breath smell like shit.
No,
you just
you
came
And then if you come back with your breath stinking, that means you didn't learn from your history when he told you that.
If I pull it out and if I pull it out and eat it and I offer you one, that's me being nice to tell you that your breath smell like shit. Now, like I said earlier, I will tell you your breath smells like shit. I'd rather just go ahead and get it over with.
Wait.
Rather than give signs like, yo, man, here.
Funny thing,
You get it? Like, it's fucking weird.
Not to jump off subject, but I just stood up and I'm watching Calvin in the table with books and everything by his hand, and we all surrounding him like he a judge or something. You know what I'm saying? Like he a professor right now. What's going on with this picture?
I gave him the seat. It's my bad.
Oh, okay.
So listen.
The high one trying to teach us.
This nigga take it away.
What happened?
You should hear like the disappointment. You can hear the disappointment while I'm listening to him telling me, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. That's not what this is, my nigga.
Okay.
Here's a perfect example of this whole progression in your education thing. By the time I got to college and I was hearing again about Nazi Germany, that they put undesirables, what they called undesirables, in concentration camps, I'm thinking, wait, didn't we put Native Americans on reservations? And I'm starting to expand my idea or my interpretation.
No. Native Americans wanted to be on small parts of their own land to keep away from us.
Yeah, and didn't we regularly kill them off and everything? And I'm thinking to myself, isn't that kind of like the same thing?
Mm-hmm. No, they didn't have jump chutes and fire pits.
Yeah, that's why. If not, it would have been the same.
Real quick, have you seen them?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Who them? That's her?
No.
I just joking. Messing with you. I'm just messing with you. That's she? Is she with
I had
them?
to ask that. Have you seen
Is she with them?
Talk about that shit later.
them is the man.
Yeah, right. No, but that brings me back to what I was saying, that I think the way they teach you is because of the age. You're not handling it when you're a kindergarten kid talking about they killed these guys. They killed the Indians at 4 years old. You know what I'm saying?
It's more of a guide. Like, okay, this is what it
to bring you to the
this is what happened. That's for you to go in and seek out more, like the details.
Consider this, right? if we have an idea about how someone like Hitler rose to power, when we see signs of that happening again, why do you think we haven't seen the signs of Hitler since? There are different governments out there who just take people out for this reason, right? The potential threats.
Well, never since Trump.
He was not.
No, but I'm saying that's what people were trying to say. Like
they were trying to connect the dots, and that's not even the same thing. But
I did.
those are not the same dots at all.
See, this is the point where I
can get into it because I love World War II, but I know what you're going for. He sucked that bad.
Another day, another dollar.
Essentially, what it is that we have all these moments in history where shit went left, right? Mm-hmm. If we can teach people about the good, the bad, or just simply the what was of back then, be it from whoever's perspective, because we only ever know the side that's told to us, right? Mm-hmm. We can use those instances of the past and try and fix the problems if we start seeing them arise again, right? Yeah, if you look at the Chinese dynasties, right? This is my favorite example of how history plays into effect consistently. You look at each dynasty, it starts off the exact same way. A ruler with divine right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Who goes corrupt over generations.
And takes shit.
Right? No, not even that. We're not talking conquest or anything. But when the ruler themselves goes corrupt, right? We're talking like 3-4 generations down the line. You have that egotistical a-hole who didn't earn his way to the top, who now thinks that they're the badass. The people rise up, get rid of him, and a new dynasty takes over.
Yeah.
Right? And people are very aware of this history. And that's why whenever they do these movies, there's always that one character, because the Chinese love doing movies about their own history. There's that one character who's warning them, like, yo, this is how your grandfather rose to power. Beware the rebels. They don't care. And that's when it goes left, and the cycle starts all over again.
Because they didn't listen to history.
People do not pay attention to history, and that's why it repeats. If you listened the first time, we wouldn't have this major catastrophes over and over again.
And history happens for relationships. That's why they be like, why I always get the bad man? Because you keep repeating your history.
You know what we should do? You know what we should get funding for, right? We should make funding and have like a black smart nigga as the teacher. So it's like he teach you the whole, like, you know how like class be like 45 minutes? For the whole 35 minutes, he teach you all the facts, and then the next 10 minutes, what y'all learned today? Don't steal people's shit. And then for like y'all reflect on the actual logical.
I was like, what?
Wait, listen.
Is he talking about a professor? Is he talking about historical professors?
It's like the class should be divided from factual and logical.
I'm
being funny with it, but like I'm on a serious.
So you're trying to say that we should have a class where they teach all historical things, good and bad.
On a serious note.
I think that's a good thing in college. They should do that, right?
And
call it the historical class. I think that's what they should do.
Go ahead.
On a serious note, I was trying to make a joke, but on a serious note, I feel like the class itself should be divided from a factual and then a.
That's what they do in historical classes.
So,
no, but like in general, like go out.
Hey, what you want, you ain't gonna get.
Yeah. Sometimes what the boomerang you throw ain't coming back.
You wait,
like really, it's. I mean, you're right. That takes forever. That's why, like I said, it's a guide. It's more of a guide.
Yeah, it's just
with history classes, not history.
You can't be taught everything. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta think out the box.
The whole thing is whatever we know about history, right? Unless somebody lived through it, and often when you meet someone who's lived through a historic moment, they
remember.
No, it's not even. They remember very well. They tell you it's not like what you heard in the books.
Yes.
Right? They often tell you like it was more like this, because history is also relative to where you are in the world, right? So World War II is going to be a different experience for somebody who lived in the city than it was for somebody who lived in the middle of like Wyoming, for somebody who actually was overseas.
Indeed.
So history is always a mixture of everybody's stories. But the only side of it you ever hear is from the winner, right? So when the Romans beat the Gauls, right? Are we going to know the Gauls side of why they were fighting? No. It was Roman conquest seeking whatever, and somebody can try and come up with the Gauls fighting for their land or whatever, but we don't know why they were fighting. We only know the Roman side of it, right?
Yeah.
See, that's what's fucking me up. that relative word. Because let's say the whole time I'm asking y'all these questions and saying shit is because in my head I'm picturing me as a history teacher for like, okay, from grade 8 to grade 11. If I was a history teacher, bro, let's say I'm teaching like tell me something like in the history shit.
Now, let's talk about the American Revolution.
Okay, the American Revolution, I would dead tell it like straight up what happened. Like I'll be like, bro, here's the factual of it. Y'all gonna have tests. There's gonna be the questions about this important shit you need to know. Alright, for the American Revolution, let's say it takes like me that reading or something, you know, as a lesson.
It's usually about a 2-week study.
Yeah, okay, let's say fine, 2 weeks, right? The first week, I'm gonna keep them like region shit, give them mad facts, and like the second week, I'm gonna just be like, bro, these why these niggas was really fighting. Like, let's really talk about it, and then we just gonna. I'm breaking down.
So sort of common sense, like show some sort of common sense.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing.
Well, he just said
what you have to realize.
For example,
the history. That's exactly what they do.
Is that the factuals of that first week are still only the factuals of the winners, right?
Okay.
We got the
That's
Americans,
exactly
we got
what
the
they
British.
do in the beginning.
So it's not everybody's story, right? So we're not talking about the story of the black people who fought on both sides.
No, but
we're not talking about the Indians. But what I'm saying is this: all the facts that we know about history are only from the people who survived it. We don't know all of the facts about history. That's what I mean by relative.
You never will.
You never can.
Yeah,
all
that's
I'm
what
gonna
saying.
say,
The most we can do is literally go to different places and get actual evidence of the time if we can find it and dig it up.
all I'm gonna say
And
is,
even then, we're
yo,
still
bro,
inferring.
Yeah.
Look, this is gonna be my 2-day lesson, right? Boom, this is me as a history teacher. I'm be like, yo, bro, on this test on Friday, it's gonna ask you how many ships does this nigga have? He had 3. Okay.
Hopefully
But
not
that's-
saying nigga.
I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, he came in with 3. That's your fact. The next day,
Is it really a
what
fact?
he did with those 3 ships? He used those 3 ships, and this is what he did. That's me as a teacher. That's what
Okay.
I'm thinking the whole time.
But where did you get those facts from to become a teacher? Where did you get those facts from?
Bro, I got those facts through what he
He
said.
used his common
Growing
sense.
Through the
up,
books.
Through growing up.
Through the books.
No. I got what he said through the factual evolution.
No.
No.
I'm 19
He
right now.
he wasn't
I'm
living in
19 right
there.
now. I'm 19 right now. By the time I'm like old enough to be a history teacher,
You'll be talking about this history.
I will already know everything I need to know.
But you're
22.
But again,
I'm
you're-
19 right now.
Right.
But
so you
again-
have 3 years to learn everything you need to know to be a history teacher because the youngest history teachers are 22 years old.
Yeah.
Boom.
But again,
Called a 5
you're
year
learning what someone told you.
True.
So
And I
how
could also
how
find
how
my
did
own
he
guide.
learn?
I could also find my own
No,
guide.
but how did he learn?
Huh?
How did he learn?
Through school. Through someone told him.
Someone
and he-
told him.
And
How-
he uses his own
But what I'm
guide.
getting at-
How did they learn? He uses
He
his
was
own
pointing.
guide.
But he might not have told you the whole story that he knows.
So understand what he's getting
But
at.
I'm gonna find the rest of my story.
No, what you're saying.
It's getting watered
What
down.
you're saying is
No, it's not.
What you're saying is no longer facts at this point.
Exactly.
What you're
Is it
doing,
for real?
you're taking the information that you've learned,
Okay.
right? Which is means
and then
information.
exploring that information.
So you're expanding with your own personal opinions.
Preacher.
Yes.
no.
Preacher.
You're
Yes,
saying,
that's
you're
what I'm trying to
saying-
get to you.
You're saying that you're taking these facts
Okay,
and
okay.
making these
Okay.
educated
See,
guesses
Preacher.
because you
Two-
have nothing from that
Listen,
time to back it
there are
up.
2 type of sources. There's primary source
Uh-huh,
and
and
secondary
secondary
source.
source.
Okay,
The right and the wrong.
If I take a topic, right,
What's that
and I
T word
pursue that
after
topic
that?
with primary sources
T
to
word.
gain more knowledge,
Primary, secondary.
then what are you really? What's the real?
Because what you're saying is that you're taking from what you've learned and then you're telling them the things that happen in between from what you learned, right?
Yeah, yo,
So
bro.
you're making yourself
on the
a-
test on Friday, they're gonna ask you how many ships he came with.
Right.
He came in with 3. Boom, that's the facts. Boom, that's what you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even though it's not the facts, but that's what's gonna be on the test. That's the facts. When I say
Right,
facts,
right.
I mean
There were
like
3 ships.
you know, there are 3 facts.
These are the questions you're going to have to answer.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
how you
boom,
answer
boom,
it.
boom. Logical, right? And I'll tell him for real, yo, bro, this is what he did with those 3 ships. He came here with those 3 ships. This is what he did. Like, he dead came here and took it.
And
Like,
Right.
Like, it's not gonna be in a test, but I'm telling you this. This is real history, bro. I'm teaching you like real history.
But
They
the
do.
whole fact of the matter is, like you said, there were 3 ships, 3 niggas.
Yeah, and then after you get older, they're going
There
to
were
teach
not
you.
3 niggas on them ships.
Not
Nah.
I'm saying.
There were a whole 100-man crews on them ships.
Look, man. Okay.
They're not gonna ask me how many crews. They don't need to know. I'm gonna tell them there was a million.
No, the more
I'm like,
important
Actually, there's that one motherfucker that's gonna stand up in class to let it be known that, hey, there were about 300.
I was one of them.
motherfuckers On the,
But the more important question is, why did he come? Why was he sent by Queen Isabella?
what did he do? Why was
Right.
he here?
To get gold,
And you know why I say history not to...
subjugate the native people,
Is that-
make them Christians.
what that means? Subjugate. I'm
Yup.
playing. Look,
Yeah.
it's fucking around.
Right? So all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's the why is that's what I think the most valuable thing I learned in history class as I got older was ask questions. Well, why? Why did they do that? Why did they think that was okay to do? right?
Yeah.
I mean,
challenge
the
question
issue,
of
The
authority.
five
the issue with that is that the answer is usually way too simple and way too illogical for modern day people to understand.
And they want to make sense
No,
of
no,
some
you know
what?
simple...
You know what's really crazy? You know what's really say on another topic? You know what's really crazy? The whole time we're talking about this whole history thing, I'm also thinking about like Black History Month, bro. When they teach that, they teach it mad basic, like
Because they only know the basics.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's
We
what you
should get
mentioned
more
earlier.
funding. That's why I said we should get more funding to get that Black educated nigga in there.
Okay, now
But
no. Now
we
explain.
need-
No,
we need
explain this.
I
Explain this to
said
me.
that, right?
No, explain this to me. What purpose does it serve in a white government to empower its minority people that they've been oppressing for how many years?
In this country, education is key. If we educate the
Okay.
right
No.
No. You gotta
Answer
answer
my
the
question.
question.
No. You listen. Answer the question. What
I did.
purpose does it serve a white government to educate its minority people to empower them?
Because in this country, education is key.
The
If
answer
you
is it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Oh, listen,
They would lose
They're
their
not gonna
power to
give
the
you that
people they've been
power.
oppressing for years.
okay, but
So why
that's
would
the
they
right
then
thing to
try?
do.
What's
Listen,
right and what's
imagine-
smart are two
listen,
different
listen.
things.
Imagine we get more teachers like you.
No, but put it like
imagine
this.
We get more teachers
You
like
missed-
No.
You missed the point of it.
But
you
the-
missed the
I
entire.
understood the point of
But
what
no,
you're
but this is
saying,
what I'm saying. You're talking
but
about what would be
I'm
great
saying
and
that's
what's
what
right.
That's what we should work towards.
And a lot of people want to take those steps, right? But first off, a lot of us, of our own people, don't know enough about our history to even take that initiative. Two, the opportunities afforded to us to even reach a level where we could do that are already. That's why it's called a systemic problem.
And
Right?
3, you got to
So-
learn some of the stuff yourself.
Exactly. So self-education is more important than trying to use their system to make ourselves brighter.
But we could use
Sometimes you gotta leave.
use their system. to
Here's why
cripple
you
them.
said colors was a waste of
But
time.
listen,
Sorry.
here's my thing.
Yep.
We could use their system to cripple them.
True.
Like,
If we had control of it.
Don, I don't think
listen.
I don't think the people in the back heard Don.
Okay, so listen, we're talking about
Yeah, say it
education,
louder.
right?
Say it louder, Don. What you say?
Say it loud. Say it louder,
Sometimes
Don.
you got to
My bad.
leave to learn. You got to
Thank you.
leave the country. Like Baldwin, right? He left. He went to Paris, lived in Paris, wrote books about observing American racism, the injustices of the system, right? And then he came back, tried to change things, and but he had to leave because he was so stuck in this.
The people who
System.
best understand the
Yeah.
problems of the world
That-
have traveled it.
Outside. Yeah, exactly.
You know, see,
Like that's about it. Because,
that is.
so if you're in a country, right? Especially, most countries do not like to talk about their internal problems, right? Especially like a China. But what ends up happening is that the country next door, who can use it as propaganda to promote their own agendas, the neighboring or another country who no longer likes them can use it to promote their agenda. That's how you learn about the problem. So if you want to look at the real issues in America, you might have to go to Canada.
Yeah.
To
You gotta
really
look- you gotta look out, yeah.
because the media here until recently really wasn't talking about it. You want to find out what's happening in Paris? Go right next door.
What-
You wanna find out- that's how it works.
The phrase.
You know what's something you said? You were like, it's a systemic problem, right? So boom, why can't we cheat the system? But the thing about
There's many who do.
Yeah, there's many. There's many people.
Down the block, they got
My neighbor is one of them.
why can't we use this system to cripple them or even overpower them?
You know why?
Because you know why? Because we don't want to do it the smart way. We want to do it the fast way. Listen.
No. That is
Right
true.
about that.
That is true.
Right about that shit.
You know what he said?
That is true.
You know his question? You know why I say I got the right answer for his question? If more of us wanted to be highly educated, we had more highly educated black males, and we actually cheated their system and strive. We could actually take the money, scholarships, anything they give us. We could actually have more black history teachers teaching the little thing.
Thank you.
Now we can actually teach the minorities as we grow, but we don't want to do it
All right.
that way.
No,
So
you-
now
you
here we
were
go.
Right. No.
Wait. I got one thing. That would knock his thing.
It's not even to knock it down.
No, not knock it down.
Oh.
Add to it.
Oh.
History being repeated.
There's one history. If you know your black history, there's one person that did that. How you think they learn how to read?
True. And so
Who was it? Who was it?
I know. I get what you're saying.
Who was it?
I only remember
That was slick enough to go around the corner and slick enough to play games with the white people so he can learn how to read. I bet you don't know what this word is.
Nat Turner?
And then he's Frederick.
Nat Turner did it too.
Right? That's what I was thinking. Frederick Douglass.
And he learned how to read. And what he did, he started teaching the other people behind the doors and saying, this is not a school. Don't say shh. Don't say it's a school. But I'm going to teach you.
What's his name? They killed Nat Turner.
That's history.
Something like that.
So why? So,
Be a teacher, bro.
but listen.
But no.
But listen.
Yes, but
this is the point I'm getting to.
No.
You could. It's
Listen. This is the point I'm getting to.
No, but listen to him real quick.
But listen, this is what I'm getting to. He went and he started teaching people behind the backs. That's the problem now. No one wants to teach or no one wants to do and to help everyone else. Isn't a divided, to me, is a divided people.
But
that are doing it.
No.
But you have to learn to cheat. You have to learn how to do things for yourself. Like, let me do it.
Understand this too. Why he was able to do what he did wasn't because he tried to use their system. He created his own. That's what I'm saying. If you continue doing it yourself, stop worrying about what they can do and worried about what you don't
can
have
do.
to do it their way, and that's the point.
Y'all all said.
Same knowledge.
Okay. Listen.
No.
Here's my thing. Okay, boom. Watch this.
No.
When I say cheat the system. Watch this. Boom. Let's say. Okay.
No, but you just said system.
You see how Calvin is. You see how I am, right? Let's say Calvin. He wants to teach history. He wants to teach Black history the right way, right? He gets his mic. He does all this thing that white people find very ignorant, blah, blah. What are they going to do? They're going to be very quick to shut Calvin down, right? They're going to be very quick to shut the truth out, right?
Yep.
Now, let's say me. I stay in school, blah, blah. I'm learning through school, but at the same time, I'm also learning the truth, right? I get my degree, blah, blah. I become a teacher. I pay taxes. I'm a regular citizen, blah, blah. But I'm in school teaching the truth. They're going to shut him down.
Wait.
I got this one.
You got it?
Understand
you just said one thing that
you
is
went
never
through
going to
their
happen.
system, right? You went through their system. You're going the right, quote unquote, right route, and you're no.
Wait.
No. Listen to me.
This is a way
No. It's not cheating it because when you get to that school, right, and you want to teach the way you want to teach, you realize when you get there, there's a curriculum there.
Exactly. You
right?
cannot teach.
So now you have to follow this curriculum. And if you go off the curriculum, if anyone's
You're fired.
offended, if the principal finds out that you're teaching a certain way, you can get terminated for going off book. And this happens to people. If they don't want you to spend or share the information,
I'm going to go off book.
No, you just said
you were talking about your 2-week
you
course,
want to
About
teach them the right way. So now you got to get your own school and get your own system.
And that's how that works.
That's what he did.
The moment you are in their system and their world, you have to follow their
So again,
rules.
learn your history.
Own way.
Which is what I was trying to say before I got cut off. They control the fucking system. So no matter what happens, they control
But I got two things for you that you could know.
That's really sad. HBCU is funded by white money.
No, that's not sad. We should all be funded by white money. It's called reparations.
Yeah. But there's two free.
High five, bud. hey, no, fuck that. High five, bud. You too, fucking Charles over here.
Let me go on with it.
High five, bud.
No, but and seriously, there's two things that I learned being a criminal analyst. I was like always amazed how my teacher was smart, but then I realized, wait a minute, you're just going off of what the other guy taught you, and the other guy, so you're just repeating history, right? Mm-hmm. So if they see a blood splatter in the wall, the guy be like, yeah, that guy got hit 90 degrees angle, and he was about to fall down. How you know? Oh, because of the way the blood. No, it ain't. It's because history already showed that if you hit it this way, the blood goes up that way. You know what I'm saying? Psychiatrist. Yeah, I think that you need to figure out. How you know this? Yeah, I've been knowing people. No, you don't. You've just been knowing history that they said. You know what I'm saying?
Essentially, all knowledge accumulated now to this point in time is learned history. Whether we're talking about math, whether we're talking about science, whether we're talking about everything goes back to history.
Yep.
Right?
2
Because
plus 2, my nigga.
somebody discovered this a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
What's 2 plus 2? History.
Yep.
I love it.
What's 2 and 2?
I fucking love it. High five again.
Mm-hmm. I'm mad that that's on his live too.
Yeah, right.
I don't give a
and
fuck.
2 and 2 is 20. And 2 and 2 is 22.
And they were talking about reparations. And some girl was like, bro, I don't give a fuck about the money, none of that. Just give me my land back. If I have 8 acres of this land and you know for sure my ancestors, and there's a family that can fuck off my land,
can I just get a...
Okay, so and she kept like...
First and foremost, any black person that thinks they are entitled to American land should look at their Native American or indigenous brothers.
No. She's an indigenous American. She actually has.
Oh no, I'm saying this. I'm saying this to our people.
In favor
a lot of people
of.
like, I'm entitled to 30 acres and a mule. You ain't entitled to shit but a boat ticket back.
Yeah. Right? And not only that,
real talk.
God damn.
No. Well, not only that, what are you entitled to? You mean your ancestors are probably entitled to?
Don got it.
That's what they were talking about. She
right.
Angry. She came in the room angry. She said, I don't understand why all of y'all talking about reparations. Some of y'all not even understanding. Y'all just black. Y'all don't know what that means. She's like, bro, we're black, we're reparations. She's like, okay, listen. First of all, if you wasn't from here, you don't deserve shit. The only reparations that the people on this land deserve is our land back. My ancestors actually understand.
Your reparations with your fucking stimulus check.
But she makes sense because she explained it.
Sort of.
Listen,
like, you're Haitian,
if you're not over 99 years old, you don't deserve shit.
Fair enough, too. But
you know what I'm saying? Because you wasn't there. They didn't take it from you.
Different countries have different shit. She was like, Haitian, France owes you reparations. So if I was to get reparations, whatever, it would be from France. For her, America owes her land. She's like,
no, but owes her family.
No. So here's the thing.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why I say a lot of the kids be like, you owe me. Oh, you what?
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Where I agree with you is that the young generation isn't the one who earned it. However, your ancestors were the ones trying to make sure that you were created. Mm-hmm. So yes, you should be the ones to get what's owed to them. Right? You're not owed shit. Yeah. You're receiving a gift that's owed to them.
Dumb.
Secondly, right?
So if they don't want to give it to you.
Indigenous people to the land should be given back land. As far as so in this case, the 40 acres go back to the indigenous people. The mule, the black people get. Because here's the thing: a lot of the indigenous were wiped out and sectioned off, but the black people were out working. So America owes money to the black folks with their boat tickets, and indigenous people are entitled back to their land. That's how that should work out.
You know what took out a lot of indigenous people, boy? Buckra.
Buckra.
A lot of
my Buckra.
So much indigenous people.
He didn't bring out the Buckras.
You know why? Because Buckra come over here with that goddamn disease and things like that. That's why there's what's those people called down in North Carolina? There's a tribe that was wiped out. There's a tribe that was wiped out. Croatoa left on the fucking thing, right? Croatoa Indians, right? Mm-hmm. So the settlers that came there, they disappeared without a trace. And what ended up happening, or what makes sense, historical inaccuracies, is that the natives that took them out. Because a lot of the other pilgrims, or a lot of the other colonies were bringing disease over from Europe.
Because you got to remember, the Indians, they, again, learned from their history. This guy got sick from that, but I think this flower helped that one. So they were healthy because they were eating natural stuff. Then you got these people coming from other countries that didn't know anything, and they had sickness, and they were just giving.
The question is often asked, how do we discover such and such? Well, because people were dying off, and people got scared and tried everything else.
And they learned.
Somebody lived, and they were like, "This is the secret right here."
And people be like, "Oh, he's smart." No, it's just history.
Be lucky.
Speaking of learning from history, right? Okay, so with that being said, with the Europeans bringing over disease to the fucking Native Americans here, right? The Sentinelese tribe they still live like native. They haven't seen like the outside world. Yes.
Right.
Now, if you go to that island, they will fucking kill you. Mm-hmm. Right? But they cannot bring them in, and they get away with it. You basically intruding on their land.
Oh, is that like
can't
of Sri Lanka or something?
No.
It's an Indian island.
Yeah.
Part of India. So what it is
it's who you're thinking of.
No, and there's a lot. Yeah. There's a lot of places like that. India has it. China, Philippines. They have people that you cannot go.
You can find them in the Amazon still.
So learning from indigenous people, the point being is they won't let anyone go just to study those people because they're afraid that we'll bring disease over to them. Mm-hmm. Learning from history.
No, and actually, you're right because
they don't want to give them advanced technology. They don't want to. They have to let them develop on their own. And it allows us to look at how we use.
And they don't want it.
I was going to do a story of the people in the Philippines. And the guy told me, you can't bring your electronics. The only thing you can bring is your cameras and stuff like that. But they don't want you to bring anything besides a phone. Like, don't bring nothing new. You know, like the iPhone, watches, because they don't know that. And they don't want them to, not that they don't want them to learn, but they don't want them to feel intimidated or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
You go over there and it's intimidating, but you also may skew their idea of religion.
Of religions,
like
yeah.
And don't disturb the culture.
And I have to get tested.
He tried to bring Christianity over there. So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hope they spared him.
Oh, they
yeah.
him. And you
gotta get tested.
He had a journal in the whole 9 yards.
Don't you know how history works with Christians coming to foreign people? It's just like, you are bad. You need our God to not be bad.
Yeah.
Like,
there's
that's a whole dip. I can knock that down real quick. I hate that.
No, but
I hate that.
Have you ever seen?
You're bad. No, I'm saying dumb.
Modern day missionaries have changed the whole
You're bad,
message.
but wait a minute.
Back in the day was just not.
Yeah. No, then you be like, you come in. You're a bad person. Ain't you bad for telling me I'm bad? Like, wait a minute.
Motherfucker.
That's just rude.
That's rude. If your God is rude like that, I don't want to be.
I'm over here with mine weighing out, and you telling me I'm bad. I'm comfy. Is what
I'm free.
And
I'm free.
And if you want to see a good example of that, check out the movie The Ruins.
The Ruins?
Check out The Ruins. If you want to see, it's a movie where they try to go to the native land, right? And the natives, they kill them. Or as they try to get close to their land, they kill them. So what ends up happening is they have to go into the ruins that are there, and the ruins ends up killing them. Point being is, you want to see how that shit works.
Wait, you just ruined the whole movie.
Oh,
I know, right?
Fuck your head. This has been another episode of
I wonder if I'm the
XY101.
Take care.
Peace.
Be well.
Ass clown.